week ago I made this angel food cake and I still have this much left. We like eating it plain with cottage cheese. That's a really good high protein snack with some sweets in it. But because I still have this much left, I'm gonna make bread pudding but with angel food cake instead of bread. So it will be a little bit sweeter, but it will also be a lot better. We sometimes did this at home with our leftover angel food cake. And I just got done listening to a bunch of like very high intense songs on TikTok, and then I love dancing along to them and like lip syncing. That's my favorite activity as someone who grew up Amish and could not listen to music. But let's get to it. So first we're gonna need to cube up our angel food cake just like we would cube up our bread, except I'm not going to roast the angel food cake or toast it like you would do for bread. And I'm also going to cut the crust off because it's a little bit burnt, and that is delicious when you're just eating the cake, which I might just eat this plain later. But when you're trying to make bread pudding, you don't really want this taste in the bread pudding. Once you have your bread or angel food cake cubed up, you want to put it in whatever pan you're going to use to make your bread pudding. I'm making a whole batch, which makes an 8x8 cake pan. And yes, I was eating some of this. It's very good. I love angel food cake. Now we're just going to set this aside while we make our filling or milk custard kind of stuff. For that custard filling, we're going to start off with some eggs. I just get my eggs from our neighbor down the road, and I am so glad about that because these eggs are so much better than store-bought. I'm not sure when the last time was that I bought store-bought eggs, but it has been quite a while, and I'm happy about it. I like to beat mine up a little bit, but it is optional. Then we're going to go in with some vanilla for flavoring. We're going to add a sprinkle of cinnamon and a pinch of salt to bring out the flavor from the eggs and the milk that we're going to add. We're also going to add heavy whipping cream with that milk to make it a little bit more creamy. Just add your milk to everything else. Now when you're using bread, you want to add sugar to this yet, but because I'm using angel food cake and it's pretty sweet, I'm not going to add any sugar because I don't want it to be overly sweet. Make sure you whisk that stuff together. And I'm going to take my cake, and because I don't want it to be just plain cake with a milk custard, I'm going to add some blueberries. Just sprinkle them over the top of your cake before you pour the custard over there. You can do this with any fresh or frozen fruit. You could also add chocolate chips. Then we just pour our milk and cinnamon custard over there. Now this goes in the oven to bake it until it's set. Also, I still have this much left, and I have an idea with what I'm going to do with this. So if you guys want to see that, stay tuned for my video tomorrow and I'll show you. This just came out of the oven looking very scrumptious, and it is best enjoyed when it's hot, so I'm going to take some out right away to taste it. This is what it looks like. It's looking just as pretty as it smells. I don't know about any of you guys, but I love biting into these baked blueberries, so let's take a bite and see if it's as good as I imagine it will be. That angel food cake with no sugar in the custard is the perfect amount of sweetness. It tastes better than bread in my opinion, which kind of defeats the purpose of using stale bread to make it. But you can use stale angel food cake and it's just as good. Better in my opinion, but you try it for yourself and tell me. And also with the angel food cake, it has a little bit of protein in it because the angel food cake is mostly egg whites, although not too much because it also has a lot of sugar in it. This bread pudding recipe is in my cookbook, and I also have a way in there to make double chocolate bread pudding if you're into chocolate. The angel food cake recipe is also in my cookbook. It is under raspberry angel food cake, although this is just plain white vanilla because you don't have to make it raspberry. I made a video with that a week ago if you want to scroll a week back and look. And my cookbook with all these recipes is available on my website, socialsbylavanna.com, which I have linked over here on my profile. Or depending what platform you're on, it is in the caption of this video. Or you can just go to your browser app, type into the search bar socialsbylavanna.com, and my website will pop up. Go try this with whatever you want, bread or angel food cake. You can make chocolate, or you can use any other frozen or fresh fruit or berries that you want. Enjoy!